All right, so before Mr. Sahib begins, I just want to, on behalf of Team Tuitional, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Sahib Karim Khan as our guest speaker for today's workshop on growth mindset. A little about Mr. Sahib. Mr. Sahib Karim is a certified Six Sigma professional and a trainer whose expertise lies in equipping individuals with tools and techniques that help them develop their true potential. His recent book, Leading in a Quantum World, aims at helping leaders instigate change with a little help from quantum physics. Mr. Sahib has also earned several local and international accreditations, including executive certification in leadership and strategy from the University of Cambridge. He has trained, coached, and consulted organizations across UAE and Central Asia and others, including some of the Fortune 500 over the years on areas of leadership, customer services, change management, and the list goes on. We are honored to have you present and share your knowledge and expertise with our attendees. Your experience and insights will provide valuable takeaways for our learners, and we are excited to hear your perspective on the topic at hand. Once again, welcome and thank you for taking the time to be a part of this workshop.
Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us here today. Just wanted to know very quickly how many of the participants are with us today.
About, I think, 14. I'm Aryan. I'm one of them.
Okay, perfect. All right. Welcome to this very short discussion with all of you. My name is Sahib Karim Khan, and I welcome you all in this talk on developing growth mindset. So very quickly, how do I move this? I think technology has its challenges.
Certainly.
Okay, just give me a second trying to figure out how to move it.
It did. If it on the I see the
Yeah, now
litmus
it
test.
did. Now it did. Okay. I think we'll work out some way. All right. So welcome to all of you. Uh, so today's session, we would like to keep it interactive. So I would request all of you to be very active and share your thoughts in the chat boxes. So before we begin, I want to have a litmus test here with all of you. So let's see how do we do it. Okay. So there are these 4 questions in front of you. I would like to know the answers from all of you in the chat box. Number 1, what's your favorite subject to study? Number 2, what's your least favorite subject to study? Number 3, one subject that you believe, that you think that you can never be good at. And fourth one, can you name 3 people who you find inspirational in your life? So these 4 questions very quickly in the chat box. Come on, let's hear from you. Okay, least favorite maths. Okay, most favorite English. Okay, inspirational personality, my dad. Okay, what about others? Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from you. It's not going to be a one-way talk. It's going to be a two-way discussion. Okay, so Aisha says bio is her favorite. Maths is not that favorite. What about physics? Is that okay? Okay, physics is the one that she believes that she can never be good at. And Ahmad sir, her mom and her physics sir are the inspirational people. Okay, what about the rest? What's your favorite subject? What's your least favorite subject? What is one subject that you believe that you can never be good at? And 3 people that you find inspirational. Come on. Okay, so Kegur says favorite subject is maths, least favorite is business. Okay, never going to be good at English. Okay, and inspirational are school maths teacher, Ronaldo, and dad. Okay, good. Bio is a favorite. Lempus says bio is favorite. Maths is the least favorite, and maths is what he believes that they wouldn't be good at. And father, okay. Business, science, dad, okay. Aryaman Kumar, okay. Mahir, physics, maths, biology. Neil Armstrong, okay. His dad, and Elon Musk. Okay, very good. What about the rest who have not yet responded? Let's hear from you. These questions are very, very, very important for our subject, so we need to know your input. Okay, chemistry, maths, dad, Bill Gates, and uncle. Okay. Mohammed, would you mind sharing the name of that uncle that you find inspirational? One more, 30 more seconds, and then we'll move to the next slide. 30 more seconds to respond. Okay, physics is the favorite, least is bio, economics, and Elon Musk. All right. Uh, Zohair says computer science, English. Okay, where did I go? Okay. Never be good at, I don't think so. There is any. Okay, that's good. Inspirational, Bernard Albertstone. I don't know who that gentleman is. Okay. His father. All right. Accounts, maths, Elon Musk, dad. Okay. Bio, physics, maths, Pakistan cricket team, Imran Khan. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, all of you, for sharing your answers. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Uh, you all have studied chemistry, I believe, and you know what is a litmus test. So I'll not go into those details, but there's a reason why we asked you these questions. And we'll get into the reason in a minute. So what I would like to do with you is I would like to share a life-changing paradigm with you. And this is probably the most important slide of our discussion, of our presentation. So I would request all of you to be very, very active and think about what we are sharing with you here. So I'm going to share a quotation with you, and I believe that probably you must have seen this quotation somewhere. And what does it say? It says that watch your thoughts, they become your words. Let me very quickly display all of them in front of you. Okay. So it says, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, for they become your actions. Watch your actions, for they become your habits. And watch your habits, for they become your character. And guess what? Watch your character, because it becomes your destiny. I think this is the most important slide of our presentation, and I would request all of you to just think about it for a second. Your thoughts become your words. Whatever you are thinking, you are going to say those things in your life. So, for example, when you meet someone, what do you say? You say, hello, how are you? How are you doing? And generally, you get two kind of responses. There are people who would say, I'm okay, I'm doing fine. Or on the contrary, you would find people who would say, I am doing great, I am doing fantastic, I'm enjoying my life. Now, whatever you think, you say that. Okay? And whatever your words are, they become your actions. If a person says that, I am unable to do this, my life is okay, then what kind of actions would that person be having in his or her life? Those actions will be correlated to those kind of words. And whatever actions you take in your life, they are becoming your habits. Rising up early in the morning, habit. Sleeping early, habit. Sleeping late, habit. Eating healthy, habit. Eating unhealthy, habit. Studying on time, habit. Studying just a day before exam, habit. These are all habits, and these habits are driven by our actions. So now I have a question. And I would request all of you to think about it and then respond to me in the chat box. If I want to change my destiny, what do I need to change? In the chat box, please. If I want to change my destiny, what do I need to change? Come on, let's hear from you in the chat box. Okay, very interesting answers. Okay, actions, thoughts, habits, mindset. Okay, laziness. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Think about it. Think about it. The correct answer is thoughts. If you said character, that is the wrong answer. Why? Because character is driven by habits. Habits are driven by actions. Actions are driven by words, and words are driven by thoughts. So if I want to change my destiny, the first thing that I need to change is my thinking. Because when I change my thoughts, my words would change, my actions would change, my habits would change, my character would change, and then at the end, my destiny would change. Let me give you another litmus test to prove why I'm saying what I'm saying. How many of you have kids in your home? Maybe your siblings, uh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old at your home. Anyone? Yes, no? How many of you have children at home? Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay. One of the challenges that we face, be it the parents or the elder siblings, they do not listen to their parents. Yes or no? Chat box, yes or no? Very quickly. Do they listen to their parents? Yes or no? Oh, they listen. Oh my God. I'm surprised to know that, but let's be honest. Okay. Muhammad, thank you very much for being on. Zuhair, thank you for being honest. Yes, they do not listen. They do not listen to parents. Even many of you probably do not listen to your parents all the time. And guess what? Why is that so? Let me give you one example. Your teachers, your parents, maybe your mentors, your coaches, they always tell you that you have to study hard, you need to work on a daily basis, uh, so that you are able to achieve good grades. But a lot of times, a lot of us do not listen to those things. Why? Because the people who are giving us those inputs, they are focusing on the actions and they want to change our habits. So I sleep late. My parents tell me, Sahib, you need to sleep. So what are they focusing on? They are focusing on my action, sleeping. What they want to do, they want to change my habit, but it doesn't work. Why? Because they are focusing on the action. But how would the change come? When they start focusing on the thoughts. So when your teacher, when your mentor, when your coach, when your parents, they start focusing on your thinking rather than on your actions, the magic will happen. You will start sleeping early. You will start rising up early in the morning. You will start studying well before the exams, and you will start doing all those things that you need to do in your life to be successful. But guess what? It all will start when we change our mindset. So just think about it. If you want to change your destiny, if you want to anything, can we change that? Okay, so very interestingly, there is this concept that we call growth mindset. How many of you are aware of the term growth mindset? In the chat box, yes or no? How many of you are aware of the term growth mindset? Okay, no, all right, no problem at all. Let's talk about growth mindset. Uh, any one of you who is interested in reading books, yes or no? Any mad people like me who are interested in reading books? Yes, no? Okay, okay. There are a few mad people like me. Okay, so there is this concept which is given by Dr. Carol Dweck, in the book which is called The Mindset. Those of you who are interested in reading, I would strongly, strongly, strongly recommend you to read this book. Those of you who are not that interested in reading, I would still request them to give this a try. So, in this book, Dr. Carroll suggests that there are two kinds of mindsets. One is what we call the fixed mindset, and the other that we called a growth mindset. Now, what is the difference between this fixed and growth mindset? So, when you hear the word fixed, what comes to your mind? In the chat box, very quickly, when someone says fixed, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind when you hear the word fixed? Okay, you can't change it. Absolutely. Fixed is something which cannot move, which cannot change. Okay, perfect. On the contrary, when you hear the word growth, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind when you hear the word growth? Let's hear from you in the chat box. Okay, Kager, developing. Okay, change. Open to change. Very good. Perfect. Absolutely right. So, the fixed and the growth mindset is very simple. When a person has a belief that my mindset is fixed, when a person believes that I am either going to be good at something or I am going to be bad at something, this is something which is beyond my control, he or she has a fixed mindset. Let me give you an example. You might have come across people who generally say, I am bad in maths from my early childhood. I am bad with physics. I am bad with drawing. Have you come across people who say these things? Yes or no in the chat box? Have you come across people who say that, I am bad at this since my childhood? Have you come across those people? Yes. Okay. So what are they trying to tell you? When they say, so for example, when I say I am bad at maths since childhood, what I'm trying to say is that I am bad at maths and I can never be good at maths. Why? Because since childhood, I am bad. So this is the mindset which we call the fixed mindset. When you believe, when you think, when you assume that your intelligence is fixed, then it is a fixed mindset. On the contrary, when you have a mindset which is called the growth mindset, you believe that our intelligence can be grown, can be developed. It has nothing to do with being bad with math or ride a car, maybe. How many of you know how to ride a bicycle or drive a car? Yes, no in the chat box, please. Okay, we have got just 2 responses. What about the rest? Illegal. Okay. but riding a bicycle is not illegal. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So those of you who are able to ride a bicycle, I have a question. When you were born, you knew how to ride a bicycle, yes or no? When you were born, you knew how to ride the bicycle, yes or no? No, exactly. Then how did it happen? How come you are riding a bicycle today? How did this happen? How did this happen? Practice, absolutely. You practice and you learned to ride a bicycle. Similarly, you will learn to ride a bike. You will learn to drive a car. So, what it proves is that we have the capability to learn. There is no such thing as I am bad at this particular thing and therefore I can never learn it. And if you remember, in the first slide, we asked you those four questions. And one of those questions was, what is that one subject that you believe that you can never be good at? And guess what? Everything starts with changing our mindset. If you have a mindset that physics or maths or whatever the subject is that you believe that you will never be able to learn in your life, trust me, you are absolutely right. You will never be able to learn it. But if you change your mindset, if you move from fixed mindset to growth mindset, then your answer will be different. Now you will say something like this: I am bad at maths, but I can learn it. I am bad at physics. I am bad at biology, but with practice, I can learn it. This is what we call a growth mindset. Now, how do we know if someone has a growth or a fixed mindset? What do you believe? Very quickly in the chat box. Do you think you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? In the chat box, very quickly. Come on. In the chat box, do you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? Aisha, thank you very much for being honest. Farhan, thank you very much for being honest. Okay, 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 perfect, perfect. Zuhair, sometimes fixed, sometimes growth. Very good. Okay, okay, perfect. Thank you very much, all of you, for sharing your thoughts. Okay, let's see how can we identify if I have a growth or a fixed mindset. Again, there are some tests. How do we look at challenges? How do we look at obstacles? How do we look at effort? Our thinking will define if we have a growth or a fixed mindset. That's why I said thinking is important. Change your thinking and your life will change. Don't change your thinking. Do the best you want to do in the world. Go to the best university, go to the best institution. Your life will not change until you change your mindset. So let's look at these things. What is the difference between them? A person who has a fixed mindset, he or she avoids challenges. And the person who has a growth mindset embrace challenges. They embrace challenges. They do not accept it. They embrace it. What is the difference between embracing and accepting? Accepting is when your teacher says, hello students, tomorrow you have a test. Now, because your teacher had said so, you have no other choice but to accept it. And you'll say, okay, sir, I'll be ready for the test. Now you have accepted it. Embracing is something else. Embracing is when you look forward to it. Oh, great. So tomorrow we are having a test, which means I will be learning something new. See the difference? Okay. When obstacles come, a person with fixed mindset would give up easily. And the person with growth mindset would persist. Let me again take you back to your early childhood when you were learning to ride a bicycle. Those of you who know how to ride a bicycle, you would remember very clearly that when you were trying to learn to ride a bicycle, you probably fell from your bicycle multiple times. You probably got hurt as well. But what did you do? At that particular time, you had two choices. You could have said, come on, it's so difficult, leave it. I got hurt. I don't want to learn it. Or you could have said, okay, no problem. I fell down. That's all right. That's part of the job. I will persist. And then you fell down maybe again, twice, thrice, maybe 10 times. But because of your persistence, you were able to learn how to ride a bicycle. That is a brilliant example of having a growth mindset. How do you look at effort? People who have a fixed mindset, they think, they believe that efforts are fruitless. They would say, you know what? I've tried to learn maths from the very childhood. I'm very bad at maths. So there is no use to put an effort. Fixed mindset. And the person who has a growth mindset sees the effort as a pathway to mastery. Let me give you another example. How many of you go to gym for exercising? Yes or no in the chat box. How many of you go to gym? Come on. Because I can't hear you, your energy needs to be reflected in your messages. Okay, very good. Those of you who go to gym or you work out or exercise at home, great. Again, those of you who are going to gym, why do you want to go to the gym? Maybe you want to have a very fit body. Those of you, the guys who are there, maybe you want to have those 6 packs or 4 packs, right? So when you go to gym, you start exercising. Do you get those 6 packs, 4 packs, or even 2 packs in a day, in a week, or in a month? Do you get that? Yes or no? No. And what do you do next? You say, oh, come on, leave it. I've been going to the gym for the last 6 months. Still, I didn't get the kind of 6 packs that Salman Khan has. Again, your mindset will tell if you have a fixed one or a growth one. If you have a fixed mindset, you will go to gym 3-4 months, you will say, forget it. It's not for me, it's not working. But if you have a growth mindset, you would know that this is a pathway. I have progressed in 6 months. Day one, I went to the gym. I couldn't even do a single push-up. Today, I'm able to do 10. Okay, I need to reach 100. That's far away. But still, I have progressed from 1 push-up to 10 push-ups. So I am growing. I am on the pathway that will take me there where I want to go. That is the difference between a person who has a fixed mindset versus growth mindset. There are some more differences. How do you look at criticism and success of others? That also defines if you have a growth or a fixed mindset. Those of us who ignore useful negative feedback have a fixed mindset. So, for example, my teacher calls me and says, Sahib, you are learning, but still, you need to put in more efforts in physics. How many hours are you studying? Sir, I'm studying for 3 hours every day. Maybe you need to increase those hours because you are still not there. If Sahib has a fixed mindset, he would ignore that negative feedback. You have no idea how much I am working. What do you know about hard work? I know how much hard work I'm putting into it. But if you have a growth mindset, you will learn from that criticism. You're writing an essay, your English teacher gives some feedback. How do you take that feedback? Do you take it positively or negatively? Ah, guess what? This teacher does not like me. This is why he has given me a C grade. My English is very good. My writing is great. The problem is with the teacher. He doesn't like me. That's why he has given me a C. If I have that kind of mindset, I will never be able to grow in life. Last but very, 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 very important. How do you look at the success of others? You have friends. You have your fellow students in a class. They are studying with you. If someone gets an A and you get B, and you have this assumption, you have this belief that you have worked harder than the person who has got A, then what kind of mindset you have? A fixed one. Because a person who has a fixed mindset feels threatened by success of others. How did he get an A? He only studies for 1 hour. I study for 3 hours, still I'm getting B. Mindset. A person who has a growth mindset, he or she would find lesson and inspiration in those people. So if I'm studying with Saima got A, I got B, and I have seen that Saima is only studying for 1 hour, I'm studying for 2 hours. If I have a growth mindset, I would go to Saima and I would say, Saima, congratulations, you got A. And I am impressed that you are only studying for 1 hour, still you are able to get A. I'm studying for 2 hours, I'm still getting a B. Could you please help me and share your best practices? I want to learn from you. That is the mindset of a person who has a growth mindset. Are we good so far? Yes or no? In the chat box. Yes or no? Does it make sense? Is it logical? Yes or no? Because I know today's generation is all about logic and not emotions. So I want to know from you, does it make sense? Now I have another question. What kind of mindset would you like to have? A growth mindset or a fixed mindset? What kind of mindset you would like to have? Okay. I've got 2, 3 responses. Okay, 4. Very good. Good. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Another question. Do you see the correlation between growth mindset and what the most important slide that we talked about? Thinking and destiny. Do you see any correlation between the two? Do you see any correlation between growth mindset and thinking? Okay, I'm glad 2 people see the correlation. What about others? Okay, what is the correlation between them? What is the correlation between them? Are they directly proportional or indirectly proportional? Do they have a direct correlation or indirect correlation? Okay, okay. Yes, yes, they are directly correlated. If you have a positive thinking, if your thoughts are positive, your words will be positive, your words are positive, your actions will be positive, and you will have a growth mindset, because growth mindset is all about changing your mindset. And this is why I strongly recommend you to read this book, Mindset. Okay, now we are almost at the conclusion, but this is what I would like you to do. This is what I would like you to do, because this session is all about action. It's not about just doing the sweet talk, because that is going to be useless. I would like to know from you that how can you develop growth mindset? Those of you who believe that it is useful to develop growth mindset, obviously. If you don't believe in that, then obviously not for you. But those of you who want to develop growth mindset, these are some action items that I would like to know from you. How many of you know these three logos? Come on, in the chat box. How many of you know these three logos? Okay, can you name them? Can you name them? Okay, okay. Everyone knows the first and second, right? Okay, Instagram, TikTok. Okay, those of you who are unaware of the third logo, it is of OpenAI. And if you have not heard of OpenAI, maybe you have recently heard of something which is called Chat GPT. Yes, Zohair, correct. Chat GPT. Chat GPT is the future that is going to replace our Google. Okay. So now why did I share these three logos here? This is what I would like you to do. Those of you who are Instagram fans, those of you who use TikTok, I would request you to share something on Instagram, on TikTok, where you share your commitment and your action plan about developing a growth mindset. What are one or two action items that you can do that will help you develop a growth mindset? Make an instant story. Make a short TikTok on that. Let's share our plans with the world. Let's share our knowledge with the world. So can I have this commitment from you that you would make an Insta story and a TikTok that will help you share your promise and your commitment to develop growth mindset with the rest of the world? Can we have this promise? Can we have this promise? Okay. Don't have social media. Okay. Okay. Those of you who do not use Instagram and TikTok, good job, because I also don't use both of these platforms. Okay, if you don't use these two, maybe you are using Facebook, maybe you are using LinkedIn, whatever social media websites you are using, I would request you to share your commitment over there. Can we do this? Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Can we all turn on our cameras? Okay, let me just stop this slide. Okay, 1 second. Okay, now can we all turn on our cameras and make a promise that we will do something about changing our mindset? Can we all do this? Come on. Let's see how many of us are brave enough to come forward and commit. Okay, come on, turn on your cameras, please. Okay. Can we promise? Okay. I would request the team to share whatever these students have shared on the social media. Please do share with me, and you have to make a commitment. I'm not asking you to change the world. I'm asking you to share what you want to change in your life. It does not necessarily need to be a very big thing. I do not want you to commit that, I will develop growth mindset, and I'll read 10 books on growth mindset. No, I want small commitments from you. I want you to look at this presentation and share a commitment that, okay, I'm making one promise. Uh, I can't do much, but I will try to take feedbacks positively the next time. I will try to not feel jealous or threatened by others' success. I will try to change my thinking from negative to being positive. I'm not promising anything, but I will try. I will try to change my mindset. I will deliberately put in effort to develop that kind of mindset. I know I believe that I can never learn maths. I'm not doing any promise, but my promise is that I will at least try to change my mindset. Because today my mindset is that I can never be good at maths. I'm committing to you that I will try to change my mindset. When I'm having a self talk with my own self, I would not say that I am bad at maths and I can never be good at maths. Instead, I would say to myself, Sahib, I'm bad at maths, but I can be good at it. How am I going to do it? I don't know, but I have this belief that I can be good at maths. I know since childhood I've been very bad at maths, but still I will try, and I know that one day I will be good at maths. I do not know the how part, but I do know that I need to change my mindset. Today, my belief is that I can never be good at maths. I just want to change my mindset. Can we make this commitment? So, this is the only commitment that I would want from all of you. Thank you very much for taking out your time, your precious time, and I wish you all the best of luck with developing a growth mindset because that is the key to success. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sahib. I would like to just mention one thing. This was sitting in my shelf for too long. Can you see the book? Yes, this was collecting dust in my shelf. So I just decided after watching this workshop of yours, you've done a really good job. So after watching this workshop, I'm planning to give it a read. So thank you so very much for taking our time. On behalf of Team Tuitional, I would like to express my deepest gratitude for your willingness to collaborate with us on this workshop. Your expertise and insights were invaluable in helping us to better understand growth mindset. So thank you so very much for everyone who joined in. And we would also like for you to please give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and whatever Mr. Sahib has just said. Please try making a story, a short story in which you are showing your commitment in having a growth mindset. And thank you so